They'll run on first down. Mitchell. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. Now the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Mitchell powering his way forward. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance, he'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go.
Throwing now is Lance. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. After right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It's Franks now from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Lance looking to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Off of play action, here's Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. (7-7), our score after 1. Mitchell again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Mitchell. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Lance going to sneak it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Now Franks. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. On 1st down. Boom. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Franks. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Franks, 3rd down from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. Pull. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Second and 9. They go play action with front. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. Frank's looking to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Franks. It's complete to Brown, right side. The ball comes out. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
On 2nd down, Poole. Well, shifts past him, and they'll get this down to the 10. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Franks now. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Rolling to his right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And got his man complete. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lance. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And so much of football is about mismatches. And here, they're going to line their running back out wide to the right. And I think defensively, there was a little indecision. They weren't quite sure how they wanted to defend that. And they weren't able to until he was way downfield.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
56,
Lance looks to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Able to power through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly is...
That's caught inside the 20. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Niners. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Blue down. Blue down.
And Lance now to throw. Flushed out right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Franks able to connect with Mims. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Franks. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wiggles free. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run him. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Setting up play action. Franks. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Franks finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Franks. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And the Niners are right back in this football game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come on, QB, come on. 50. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Lance. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
29 is Mike. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, blue. Mike 29. Right here. Red, cycle. Yellow,
Working from the gun, Lance. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Right there. 54 Mike.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
The Lance going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Right there. 54. Right there. 38. Kill.
Now a give, right side. It's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely would throw that one away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Off the play fake, here's Franks. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brian Poole. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 43 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one